Welcome to this week's Trinity video announcements. And we have a lot of stuff coming up. And my colleague and friend Bob Hobby is here with me, and because he has a lot of stuff coming up that we want to make certain that you know about. What's coming up?
Well, thank you, Pastor. It's good to be with you. It's hard to believe, but Candlelight is upon us just in a short while. And so the choirs, the ensembles are busy preparing for that. This is the 81st year that Candlelight will happen at Trinity English. So a little bit of a tradition, I guess we'd call it, if you make it to the 81st year. But it's a wonderful opportunity to, especially because it falls early in December, a chance before everything gets crazy and chaotic with the shopping and that, a chance just to kind of pause and to hear some of the readings of hope and joy for the season, and to hear music by our steel drums, our Trinity ringers, the handbells, and then also the children's choirs, the youth choir, and the adult choir. So we would love to have you. Obviously, Pastor Erdis, you're preaching, and we look forward to that. And I'm sure you will be hitting on those themes as well of the hope for the world and our opportunity to spread that hope and light in the world.
The good news is the world could use a bit of hope. So it makes that, in that sense, kind of an easy thing to be able to speak to that, and we're hopeful for that. One thing to know, some of us have already started shopping for Christmas. Right. I mean, on behalf of Jenny, I am here to say perhaps you should start shopping for Christmas.
The thought has come to mind, and I need to meditate.
Yes, you need to ponder that for just a bit. But December 3rd is the day.
Correct.
December 3rd is the day. It happens to be, for those of you who keep track of such things, it's the first Sunday in Advent.
Right.
December 3rd.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yes.
And what begins at 4 o'clock?
We actually begin the prelude now at 4 o'clock. In earlier years, there used to be an extended prelude, 45 minutes actually. The problem was people were just staying after church and camping out, and by the time we got to the service, people were so exhausted. And so we really, understanding how busy people's lives are, we thought really it was better, people are better served by starting everything at 4 o'clock. All the ensembles are still present that were present before. So you're not cheated of music, but it just kind of shortens it a little bit. So you have a little more time between the 10:30 liturgy and the 4 o'clock service.
So if you stay, or if you come at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I mean, we'll be here, we'll open the place, but you're going to be sitting here for 2 hours. So, don't come at 2. We're just here to tell you. Right. Don't come at 2. But yeah, so if you may, the baton drops, the chorister sings, and it'll be at 4 o'clock.
Great. All within the context of the service.
Correct.
Which is great.
Correct. There was also a reception afterwards.
Yes, and it's a wonderful opportunity. It's always been one of my favorite parts, the food that follows, but also just the opportunity to kind of catch up with people. And there's such a fun spirit amongst the people. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's a special time, I think, for not only the people of Trinity, but the people from our community that join us. And we're thrilled for that.
Thousands of cookies. And if you would like to help with thousands of cookies, you don't have to make thousands of cookies. If you'd like to, you can. But we'd also encourage you, if you'd like to help with that, Cindy Goshert, one of our steadfast volunteers, is helping to collect the cookies for that. So if you'd like to help with that and you don't know how to get a hold of Cindy, contact the church office. Call us. We'll get you in touch, or we'll tell you how to bring your cookies in so that they can be part of the extravaganza. It is an extravaganza.
It really is.
So, anything else we need to know?
Just getting ready for that, and some other little smaller celebrations. But then, of course, leading up, culminating for Christmas Eve. And so we're busy getting ready for those services as well. And I was reflecting just the other day that it was just a little over, I think 3 years ago, that at this point in time, we were preparing to videotape the Christmas Eve service. And it was such a moving, emotional experience. And how thrilling it is to be back in person again.
It is. It is very much so. Very much so.
Grateful for that. So we're busy preparing all the choir and orchestra are preparing for that. And I know at the other services at the 5:30, there's some special things for children. And it's a fun day.
Absolutely. One thing though, as we're here, are we planning on live streaming the Candlelight event?
Candlelight, that's a good question. We have not done it in the past, in part because we don't have microphones to capture the choirs in the different places. Plus, when the lights go down for really one of the most exciting parts, the Candlelight thing, it's just hard to capture fully the experience in that. So we haven't live streamed it. We've encouraged people to come, and so that's been the rationale. I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, because I know some of you have thought that, some of you had wondered that. So we want you to be able to come and be with us, be here in this space with us on December 3rd. You can come early for church, go have lunch, come back, be with us, have a cookie.
Well, and one thing about
your dinner.
If you stayed home for a stream, you'd never get the cookie. So.
That's right. You will not get the cookies. So you want to come and be part of this. So great. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thanks
Pastor.
and to all of the musicians who are getting themselves ready, and hopefully you received a postcard about this as well in the mail. So mark it down. Come and be with us December 3rd, 4 o'clock. You can come at 10:30. We'll come for church. You could actually come for waffle church. Imagine that. You could come. You can have a waffle. You can stay for church. You come. You go to church, and you have a cookie.
Great day.
Yeah, sugar. So great to see you, and look forward to seeing you here. Thanks a lot.